had a good weekend. Um, I was not as busy as I was last weekend. I still felt a little overwhelmed and tired, and I guess it was due to the amount of pain that I was experiencing this weekend. I was supposed to go do stairs. I don't, nope, I'm not gonna say that. Eventually I'll get there. So today's principle is labeling and mislabeling from Dr. Burns' book, the Feeling Good, the New Mood Therapy. Listen, oh my God, he had me bugging up. I don't want to verbatim discuss everything because you need to buy the book, first of all. But I do want to talk about this labeling and mislabeling. So a lot of times when we fail at something as a human race, there is a tendency to say, I'm a failure. Well, that's not a good thing to say. That's not a good practice, because one thing does not determine who you are as an individual. Now, here's where I was laughing. He gave an example of a lady who was on a diet and she ate ice cream, and then she said, I'm a pig. And then eventually she ate the whole thing. I mean, but if you think about it, as a human, you're conditioning yourself to believe that you are really a pig. So then you do the opposite of what you're trying to do. So, I mean, biblically, the Bible says, be careful with your words. Your words are like a double-edged sword. And what you speak into the world or let out of your mouth becomes a situation for you. And you, as humans, we need to be very careful not to do that, because then we start to believe those things. Going back to our cognitive thoughts become distortions. You just, as a human, you start to distort your thinking when you mislabel yourself. You're not a failure because you failed to do something. You just forgot. Plain and simple. Doesn't make you a failure. Or even if you don't make a good grade for whatever reason, maybe there was something distracting you, you're not a failure. It's very important to perceive yourself in a better light. And I am guilty of mislabeling myself. I talked to Kai, and I hope she's looking at this. And a lot of times I tell her I'm greedy. I just love to eat. And I do. I do. I think a lot of us do. But however, I need to stop saying I'm greedy, because I'm not always eating. I sound like the Cookie Monster or something, like I'm just a glutton and I'm just shoveling food in my mouth. That's not me. That does not define who I am. I just like to overindulge sometimes in my favorite things. And because I do have restraint. I mean, like right now on this journey, we are like day 35, and I'm still sticking with it. I've not gone out to get any vegan ice cream or no vegan cake. Yes, I'm plant-based. I have not eaten cookies. I have not had a soda. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good, and even remember, I think it was like week 2, every time I talked, I kept saying that little girl kept telling me to go get some soda, go drink some soda, go eat something that I wasn't supposed to eat. That was my inner monologue talking to me, saying, you want it. No, and I kept saying to myself, no. That's not what I want. That's just my mind playing tricks on me. So sometimes we have to stop ourselves and we have to think, do we really want to do that? Or are we really that person? It is very destructive to mislabel, because mislabeling just creates this back and forth situation. Like you might have a boss who may have just had a bad day. And because of that, now you perceive them as this monster. So now you're giving them negative feedback every time they come into the office. And because you're giving them negative feedback, they're thinking you're the same way. So it just keeps going round and round and round. All because your boss had one bad day. We have to give people grace. People cannot be on all the time. Life happens. And I know it happens to you too. You can't always be happy. Life is an ebb and flow. We are going to have those moments where we're going to be great and happy and things are going to be great. Then we're going to have those moments where it's not so great. But in either of those moments, they don't define who we are. Just remember that. Now, as usual, please do something nice today, even if it's for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Try to be kind to someone else. Help someone out. Remember, it doesn't always have to be financial. It could be simple as a phone call saying, I was thinking about you. How are you today? There are so many people out there that are lonely. There are so many people out there that are suffering from depression. You would be totally surprised at the people that suffer in silence and never talk about it. Like I've said before, I've had 2 siblings to unalive themselves. And it really hurts. I just don't want that to happen to anybody else. And I have 3 more siblings that are very close to the same. One I talk to a lot. I make sure that I am on the phone with that one. The other 2, they are so deep in, they won't respond. But I pray for them, and I know they're going to be fine. All right, fam, till next time.